Hola vapesters, welcome to another installment of Indoor Smokers. Today we are going to be reviewing a Chinese mod with a Spanish name as we take a look at the brand new iStick Pico de Gallo. So actually it's just a Pico, but now it got me thinking about Mexican food for dinner. Pico de Gallo sounds like something a creeper would say when you ask him why he was looking at that window. I was just trying to peek at the gallo. So this is the brand new Pico by iStick. And for those of you who don't know, Pico means small. So we are going to get absolutely tiny today on Indoor Smokers. Bam! This is the silver version. They also come in black, white, hot pink, silver, and gray. Here's a look at the different colors. And that's right, this comes not only with the mod, but also with a Milo 2 tank. This is a 2 mil tank here, and it comes with a 0.3 and a 0.5 resistance coil. We'll go ahead and vape on that today. I'll show you the mod real quick, then we'll fill up the tank. So here you go, guys. This tiny, tiny little 18650. You actually have your up and down buttons on the bottom there, with your main power button on the side. And this thing is so tiny that it could easily disappear in your hand. Which hand am I holding it in? What? So as Steve Martin would say, we're getting real small today. How small? The mod itself needs this cap here because it is actually shorter than an 18650 battery. Damn! Here she be compared to a EVIC VTC, the Mini. As you can tell, quite a bit smaller and way shorter than a cuboid Mini. Now you do have a spring-loaded 510 threading right here, so this will fit any other tank as well, but you can see you're going to be a little bit limited on the diameter of the tank you can use on this because of that raised cap right there. And then you do have your micro USB port on the front there. It's actually a great location for charging, but that can also be used for firmware upgrade as well, so this thing is upgradable. Alright, I'll go ahead and put the battery in here, and so you can see it shows a minus right on there, if you can see that. So you do want to put that plus side down, and there's a little bit of a spring action you can feel that really pins that down tight once you get that screwed in. Let's go ahead and fill up our Milo 2 tank here. So you can see you've got a pretty easy top fill area here. So you just want to make sure you don't get it in that centerpiece, but you can see that sticks up a little bit. So it is going to allow you to fill that all the way to the tippy top. And I'm going to be using some of this Cyber E-Liquid I got in my last sample box. I've loved everything I've tried from Cyber E-Liquid. This one is called Stripes. Alright, we're going to go ahead and let that soak up for a minute while we take a look at the mod. And then this does have a hidden airflow on it. So right now my airflow is closed. Turn that base. There we go. We got air. To air is human, but to vape is divine. Whoop! Alright guys, there we go. We've got the battery in this thing. We have a 75 watt vaping range, if you can believe that. A 5 resistance coil, but it is the same design as the 0.3 that's in there. You can see 4 of the big juice holes right there. That's what it looks like down the barrel. And then you do have a big airflow coming right up the bottom there. The standard coils that will fit all of the Milos or iJust tanks. 75 watt range. You also do have a full temperature range, 200 to 600 degrees Fahrenheit, 100 to 315 in Celsius. As ohms go, this thing will read resistances down to 0.1 in power mode or 0.05 in temperature mode. Alright guys, with the tank on there, you can see on the screen now you have your resistance, you have the voltage as well as your wattage, and then over here you have your battery power. 60 watts right now. That 0.5 resistance coil had a recommended range of 30 to 100 watts. So I think this is going to be able to handle 60 for that 0.3 resistance. And then we'll go ahead and max it out. But I'm excited to try my first vape on the new iStick Pico. Yariba! Damn! 60 watts. It's firing up this Milo 2 like a mug. On this thing too, for being hidden, you can't really see any airflow holes or anything, whether it's open or closed. But I would say it's about a medium airy tank. Not quite as airy as a TFV4, but definitely airier than something like that cuboid. Pretty good flavor too. I gotta say, the vapor consistency is good. Flavor's all right on this, and you're getting a ton of it for such a tiny little handheld. The point of this thing is gonna be more about the size and portability than really trying to get the biggest clouds possible. But you can see you're getting some pretty big clouds. Damn, ain't nothing pico about them clouds. I gotta go ahead and do what we do on indoor smokers. Turn it up. I'm going to try a maxed out 75 watt vape that's 0.3. Oh yeah. Where'd you go? Yeah guys, the iStick Pico. Another great little device by eLeaf. Making tiny mods is what they do best. And they got another great one here. The advantages of this are definitely the tiny size and the fact that you now have an 18650 that you can switch out for the people who don't. 18650 is that you tiny mod, but you don't have to be limited to a small milliamp hours. You can basically switch out batteries all day long, bring 5 of them with you. Not even a hint of a dry hit. I'll say this thing can handle the power vaping, but you are going to have some power consumption of your juice. We're at about half a tank already. You guys have seen almost every vape I've taken off this thing since I filled it. Thanks to Nation, thanks for hanging out and watching this video. Gracias to eLeaf for sending me the new iStick Pico. Now I know it's going to be for a good price. I don't know if anybody is carrying it yet, but I'll put a link right underneath this video. Crotch box, that's right down where it would be. Find somebody selling it right now, then I will update that link as soon as I do find someone, so check back. Alright guys, this is the time in the video where you go subscribe if you haven't done that already. Like and tell me what you think of the new Pico by eLeaf. I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed, man. It's got to be one of the biggest hitting tiny mods on the market. Have a great vaping day, guys. Right back here, mañana.